Hey friends, don't you just love it when you go to the thrift store and you find something that just catches your eye and you're like, that's really cute, but I could make it so much better? Well, that's what I did when I saw this little white box. It's just a little wooden box. I think it was for Valentine's Day, obviously. And I'm going to flip this and make it into something totally different. I'm going to start by removing this galvanized part. Should be able to pull it right out. Now I've already sanded this as well, so it is ready for some paint. Okay, there it is. I got it out. I'm going to put this to the side because I will be using this. Now that I have the center taken out, I'm going to paint this whole thing black, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. This video is part of a collaboration, Thrift It, Then Flip It, Thrifted Finds and Flips, hosted by Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling and Monica from Up All Night DIY. And there will be a playlist in the description. You can click on that playlist and watch all of the wonderful creators. I'm not going to make you watch me paint this entire thing, but I wanted you to see me get it started. So I am going to paint it and then I will be back. So I have it all painted, but this thing was a pain in the butt to paint. Seriously. So it was painted like a white chalky paint, and every time I move this little handle, the paint keeps coming off of it. So I might have to touch up a little bit so you can see a little bit there. But anyways, I have it pretty much painted, and I'm going to distress it anyhow, so it'll be okay. So I'm going to set this aside because I have to do another part that is important for this flip. So I love to make primitive decor. I like to make primitive lights. It's one of my favorite things to craft. So I have this Christmas candle, and I have already painted Mod Podge on it. I put a layer of Mod Podge on it. I'm going to use Waverly Hazelnut, and I'm going to paint this candle with Waverly Hazelnut. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want to cover it. And when I'm grubbing up my candles, I leave the old light bulb in because I don't want to get any cinnamon or coffee down inside of the electric light, because then your light won't work. So I just try to be careful about that. So I like to paint on a layer of Mod Podge, and then I paint on a layer of paint. Like I said, it does not have to be perfect. And then we're going to dry it. Okay, now I'm going to use instant coffee. I'm just going to get a little bit here in my lid. And then I'm going to get some Mod Podge. What I'm going to do is just put some Mod Podge on the candle. And then I'm going to take my coffee and kind of smash it up a little bit in my fingers. And then I'm going to just sprinkle that over my candle. Now you can find these candles at thrift shops. You can find them at garage sales. I like to pick them up at garage sales wherever I can find them. I'll look through their Christmas stuff, and they're just the electric lights. That's all it is. And these work out really good for these types of crafts. Don't have to have full coverage either, because it's okay to let that paint show back through. Not a lot of the candle will be showing anyways. So tell me, have you ever made a candle like this? A little primitive light? I just love them. These are one of the main crafts that I like to do. If you are used to being on my channel, you know I make a lot of primitive stuff. If you're new to me, my name is Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop. I love to craft all sorts of things. I specialize in 5mm stencils, and I just like to craft and have fun. So you'll find all sorts of different country crafts and farmhousey crafts and things like that on my page. I'm so glad that you are here, and I'm glad to be part of this collab. Now that I have it pretty well covered, I'm going to take the dryer to it, and this is where the magic happens. So you want it to kind of dry and get bubbly and all of that, so I'm going to put some heat on it. So see how it kind of gives it a nice texture, a nice leathery like texture. Now this is still going to be a little bit sticky, but I'm going to put it over to the side, and I'm going to move back on to my little box that I need to work on. So this is going to be drying over to the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand the edges. Try to not bring a bunch of that white back through, but like I said, this thing, you can see that white. But I'm going to wax over it, and hopefully it'll tone it down a little bit. I'm not really loving the white, but it's very chalky. So we're just going to see how it turns out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this handle in the back. Just very minimal sanding, just enough to distress it a little bit. Then I'm just going to leave this back here because I don't want to keep moving it around. And for my little light, it needs to just stay out of the way. So it's just going to sit back here like that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is use some bare wax. This is just the dark antique wax. And I'm going to wax over this thing. I'm hoping that this will hide the white. I think it will. And if it doesn't hide all of it, it'll be okay. Everything is fixable. Most everything anyways. Now I'm going to use this little piece of metal that I took out of it. I'm going to cut a piece of cardboard the same size. My plan is to fit it back into there. Okay, that's going to work. I think that'll be good. I have this cute little red fabric, and I'm going to cut a piece of the fabric to fit. All right, let me put my fabric on here. Don't mind my fingernails because now they are dirty from getting paint and coffee underneath. Okay. Now I can just trim this off. Hoping it will go in there okay. I think it'll be fine. Okay, what I am going to do is on this fabric, I think I'm going to take a little bit of this wax and go around the edge of the fabric. So now what my plan is I have a piece of cardstock that I cut that should fit right down on the inside of this. So what I'm going to do is draw on the inside of this cardstock, and that's where I need to glue down a little fabric piece. So it should fit like that. All right. Put some Mod Podge in here. Again, does not have to be perfect, but then I'm also going to use a little bit of hot glue as well. And then I'm going to glue this onto the front of this piece of cardstock. And that should help hold it into place. Just like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some hot glue, put some hot glue on this, and then I'm going to put it down inside there and glue it into place. Okay, so we have a different front on our little light. I think that's cute. I think I'm going to put a little star on the front. Let's see if this works out okay. If I take this cardstock here, I'm going to stencil a little star onto this thin cardstock. And a little primitive star. Dry that. And then I'm going to fold it. I had to stop and go wash my hands. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stand all that coffee under my nails. It was driving me crazy. Okay. But I'm just folding this because I don't want a straight, perfect cut line. So I'm just folding it so I can rip it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so now that I have this, I think it'll fit right in the middle. Isn't that sweet? I think that'll look really cute. So this can't be perfect either, so we need to put a little bit of wax around the edge. Just grubby it up a little bit. I'll probably actually go over the whole thing a little bit. I like how that looks. I think what I'll do is grab some Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm going to use the Vintage Photo. That's like my favorite shade. And just go around the edge a little bit more to make it look like those edges are burnt. Just a little bit more defined. Okay, so that looks cute. I'm happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is put this on here. Hopefully I don't have any little glue strings. I'm going to use a little bit of Tight Bond, the Quick and Thick, because I found that it works good on labels and on fabric. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the back. That's probably a lot of it. See if I get this in the middle here. I'm going to try to get it as straight as I can. Here's the candle. Doesn't that look nice? Nice and grubby. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it down inside. But I know the cord is going to stick out the back. And there's nothing I can do about that because I would have to drill a hole in the back that would be big enough to fit the plug through it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to glue it in and the cord will come out the back. And it will be all right. We will just hide it and we won't look at it anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some hot glue, put it on the bottom of my candle, and then I'm going to right in the center as good as I can. So we have the candle in the middle. I think that looks nice. Now I need some fillers. This is something that I have. My husband had this pipe insulator, and this works good as a filler, but it's basically the same stuff as a pool noodle. So I'm just going to cut a piece off. And then this, I can just stick it down in here. And it just kind of helps fill up the box. I'm going to grab some Spanish moss. I'm going to put some Spanish moss in there. Just like that to fill in all of those gaps. And it can hang out the top. It can be a little messy. It'll be just fine. Friends, if you like what you see, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications. If you don't click that bell, you will not get notified when I go live. And I do live crafting videos and we can visit and things like that. I like to chat with all my peeps. So I will hope that you will come back and visit with me. So now that I have that in there, we're going to put some pip berries because a primitive light needs some pip berries. So I have these. I kind of fashioned them together already and I've got them all going in the same direction because I want it to look neat. Just set it up there like that. Isn't that cute? I think it's turning out cute. But we have one more thing. We need to change out the light bulb. So I get these silicone bulbs off of eBay. They're pretty fancy little bulbs to go in the top. And these are just those thrifted Christmas candles. And then you just change out the bulb to something cute. And there's our little light. I'm going to plug this in. There we go. There it is. I'm going to have to hold it while I flip it so you can see. But I think that just turned out darling. So I will take a picture, so stick around at the end of the video and you will be able to see how it looks sitting on my little table. I think that's so sweet and I think this was a great thrift flip. I'm happy with it. I would love to know your thoughts as well. Thanks for watching, guys.